Felicia rejected me.
Look, Stefan. What exactly is the point of going together at this age? Neither of you has much money. And we're all 6 years away from being able to drive. So basically, if you were going with Felicia, it'd be less a relationship than the stuff of cheap status and gossip among kids with nothing better to talk about.
Which is why it'd be great practice for my future celebrity.
I wish Ozy would hurry up and come back. So yeah, Stefan tried to ask Felicia out, with predictable results. I feel bad for Stefan, I guess, but it's just as well. I mean, Stefan and Felicia? That's just a bit too surreal, isn't it?
Funny you should mention, kid. Could you give me a hand fending off the giant asparagus army?
Hey, you must be Ozymandias. I'm your fourth cousin, Isolda.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
You know I'm your fiancé, right? All right, maybe we need to start this over.
Wait. Did I accidentally eat one of Uncle Alistair's brownies? 11:24 a.m. A local new economy investor overhears.
I learned new stuff about the internet today.
Always eagerly watching for the next big .com vision, he gets on the phone.
It's the young who really have the most net savvy.
12:01. It becomes a circus.
We hear you're a visionary kid.
We want to help you put your new knowledge to work. Here's an investment to get your project started.
You mean a project like with scissors and instruction paper?
$12.03. The frenzy is overcome by market realism.
Kid, unless you can clearly demonstrate how you intend to produce a profit, we're not investing any more money.
Okay.
102. Life has returned to a vague approximation of normal. Tim, how could you afford this much candy?
I think it has something to do with instruction paper.
You're my fiancé?
Nobody's told you about this?
Evidently not.
Our great Aunt Tulip is a bit of a matchmaker.
Yeah, but...
From what I gather, she's very old-fashioned and our parents are afraid to cross her.
She wasn't the one eating a bus during the family barbecue, was she?
Right. Like I said.
Listen, it's about your kid.
What about him?
He's such an odd little creature. We have serious doubts about him.
You have doubts? Tiberius, which conspiracy are you presently overseeing?
The UFO cover-up conspiracy, so?
So I hardly think you're in a position to doubt my son's dragon credentials. When your job is to conceal something that genuinely doesn't exist, and you discover a way to fail at it.
Okay, so I shouldn't have hired Bill Clinton's lawyers. Like you never screw up.
Aunt Tulip, we need to discuss something.
Ah, yes. Is this about your son's arranged marriage?
Yes. I'd prefer to leave such matters up to him.
Nephew, it's the only way the strange little mammal you adopted will ever serve to advantage.
You greatly underestimate little Ozymandias, and Tulip. Dragon nor otherwise, he's a far more capable boy than you imagine.
Hey, do you think I could get out of the engagement by pretending to be dead?
Not if you keep insisting on talking.
Millie, remember when the Sunday funnies were worth looking forward to? When? Rather than just glorified colored daily strips sporting cheap gags, Sunday comic were lush glimpses of a fantasy wonderland? When comic strips could stand as art rather than as soulless, Nicky-oriented marketing tools.
Not really, no.
Me either. I think my dad might be making stuff up again.
I see you're reading some ancient philosophy.
Well, I have been. Dad gave me this book, but so far all it's done is get me beaten up and get me a really bad haircut.
Well, maybe I can help. I've studied this stuff too. And I think if you use it properly you might even convince Aunt Tulip to let you plan your own life.
Wow. Well, thanks.
No problem. You think I want to marry a kid who looks like some sort of bug?
I suppose I need to remember that words themselves are not wisdom.
Right. Words are just a working definition. Use them but don't take them too seriously. The point of Zen is to confuse the intellect into seeing the futility of concrete ideas.
I thought that was the point of George W. Bush.
Ah, George. We all envy his advanced state of not knowing.